Let's meet the starting lineup for Utah.
And
Kevin, thanks so much.
wow, David, he is a gamer, no doubt. He appreciate the report. So here's Miami's starting group. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Caleb Martin out there with Adebayo. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, Bogdanovich and Vanderbilt are the forwards. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. And it's Azubuike in at the 5 spot.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
G.A., he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better. Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
They throw good, Wiggins. Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or 2.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 5-point game. It's tipped. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. A 3-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wiggins, and he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Martin with the block. Here's Wiggins. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Conley, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Bogdanovich wide open. The Jazz with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Wiggins, and there's another one for the Heat.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
With 1 on the clock.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
On the floor for Miami. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
1:21 left in the first half. Quickly the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Vanderbilt. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. The Heat leading by 15. Wiggins surveying the floor. Hero on the wing. Wiggins against Bogdanovich. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Hero.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
For the Jazz, Rudy Gage checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Quickly. It's stolen by Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Adebayo. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Bogdanovich finds Beverly. And here's Azubuike. Mitchell passes to Gay. Good on the shot.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Heat.
Wiggins right side. Over Bogdanovich. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for Miami. He got
the Heat.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 21 points. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Sliding in at the wings, it's Mitchell and Bogdanovich. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Conley, and it's Azubuike in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Back to Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Martin.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Conley against Lowry. Fires at the elbow. Doesn't go that time. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Miami Heat. Passes to Wiggins. 12 seconds left to play in the third. 2 points. That one goes.
An advanced scorer with a lot of counter moves. Wiggins can adapt to what the defense is doing.
Vanderbilt. And so So it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Heat. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Out of bounds.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Martin is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Gay, and it's in there.
Such a fluid athlete. Rudy dancing on the offensive end, keeping defenders off balance.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Wiggins driving the lane, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Knocked loose and stolen by Wiggins.
Out of bounds.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Andrew Wiggins.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
On the wing, Wiggins, covered by Beasley. Back to Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Butler, he's checked in for quickly. 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Here's Wiggins. Clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Utah ball. Checking in for the Jazz, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poked away. Beasley outside. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it over Beasley. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wiggins has got 33.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Andrew, nice road win. Your scoring was big. How did you get it going?
I felt good. You know, my teammates got me involved early. You know, I got in a good rhythm early, and I felt good. You know, they have a great atmosphere here. You know, so it got me going. I feel like I got the whole team going. You know, we got a good win here. Hopefully we can keep going. Well,
you made the most of it tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.